How do you say his name?
Boba Fett?
Not
Oh,
Boba.
it's Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett.
I hate the way you talk.
Won't catch me slipping if I'm actually thinking you're acting different. Manic spitting sounds of manic depressing.
Go scroll.
Uh-huh.
It's just the way people tweet that like gets me mad.
Well, he's gonna wear Boba Fett's armor in season 2, though. Hold up.
How do you say his name?
Boba Fett?
Not
Oh,
Boba.
Boba Fett. It's Boba Fett.
I hate the way you talk. It gets me mad. Boba Fett? Baba?
Boba Fett. Hey, Boba Fett. You get that?
Okay, like look, Kyle Brandt. I don't know who you are. I'm retweeting this for those of you who don't know / don't like Star Wars. You see?
Yeah, but this guy's the son again. This is clout chasing.
Yeah. Keep
This
going.
is a clout chaser.
Let's look at this. Timothy Allen playing a lawman in Western style TV show.
But this is true though.
Yep, this
is exactly why Timothy Oliphant fits in.
It doesn't get me mad. That one doesn't.
He did in The Good Place. I didn't watch The Good Place.
No.
I heard it was good though. But somebody ruined it for me. Dream that Timothy Oliphant was playing Cobb Vanth in The Mandalorian.
Yeah. It's like this type of stuff is like, oh my goodness. Samantha,
what are you saying to me? Did the Sarlacc poop his armor? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
This is very Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I don't know enough about Star Wars. I get
her picture. I can understand why.
Oh, I'm not gonna look at her picture because I don't want to know why you understand. Jodo cast or Cobb? No, glad to tweet shit nobody knows or cares about. No, yep, you're right. You're right. We gave you some credit though. Disney is so insidious. They found the one thing that would make me watch this fucking show.
And why you gotta curse?
Why is this? I mean, Disney. I guess Disney is insidious. That is quite the adjective to describe Disney.
Yeah.
I call it like. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you know what the problem with this tweet is I'm about to say I don't know enough about Disney to say that they're insidious.
Yeah.
And then once I say that out loud, someone's gonna tweet a million things that Disney has done wrong. You know what I mean? And it's
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. All right. That's good though. Listen, I love Timothy Oliphant. He's been doing westerns essentially forever. He's in not Justified, but before Justified, Deadwood, which is the show that gets canceled too soon on HBO. Yeah. Lots of cursing in that show. I mean, cursing as much as I curse. So, but shout out to Timothy Oliphant. He's a good looking son of a bitch. His hair is just fantastic.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
It's just a shame. You know, it's funny because he could just never become a movie star. He just couldn't crack it. You know what I mean? For whatever
you mean
reason.
like a super?
Yeah. He just couldn't really crack that. Something.
You know why? Because there's a lot of white guys like that.
Yeah, I guess.
So you got to be like extra special.
Yeah,
he got in on that privilege.
Yeah, he did Hitman, right? He's in Hitman, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not a good movie. Pete Townsend turns 75.
From the Who?
Who? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that joke. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. Viral fruit snack challenge has kids test their patience skills.
Yeah.
But you don't have to just do this to kids. You could do this to grown fucking men.
Yeah, I actually think they got this from, because I actually had seen this years ago in it was like for a church. It was like in like a church video. Like it was like a funny one, and like basically they put a marshmallow in front of a kid, and they recorded it, and they were like, "Look, if you don't eat this marshmallow, by the time I come back, I'll give you 5." And then I forgot what it was for, and then you just see the kid like, like, you know. So it's funny that all of a sudden this has gotten big.
Yeah.
Penny would demolish that. She calls it a smashmallow.
We've talked about marshmallows on this podcast, right?
Yeah. So you'd be the only person that would be like,
Yeah, I'm like, Don't eat it. You're gonna bring me 5 if I don't eat this one. Well, I'll eat this one then, because I don't want 5.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Yeah, Penny doesn't listen to directions, so she would eat it and then expect the
5 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what kids do.
Yeah. You see, Tyler would understand, but then he would get distracted and then eat it by mistake.
Just by accident, by forget.
Yeah, just Lulu? Like by.
What do you think about Lulu?
Lulu, she will wait.
She would wait?
Yeah, if it was something that she wanted, she will wait.
Lucas is going to eat the 1 and then ask for the 5 after.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a guarantee. He's going to eat the 1. He's not even going to last a second. As soon as it's planted in front of him, as I'm telling him the directions, he's eating it.
Yeah, because he can say, like, oh, I didn't know the directions.
I didn't know the directions. Put another one. You know what I mean?
He's a smart kid.
Smart kid. Since The Witcher 3 was released, I do want to read the Witcher books. This is about gaming, though. Did you watch the show on Netflix?
I tried to. For some reason, I couldn't get into it. Maybe
that's not your style. You know what? That's not your thing. You're not into Dungeons and Dragons, as you put it.
No, because the thing is, like, oh my gosh, what's the show?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. I know I'm gonna like the show.
Yeah, except you haven't watched it yet.
I watched the first season and I thought it was banging. Yep. It's just that I've not like.
It's been 10 years since the first season.
Dude, I know.
Yeah, 10 years to watch the rest of them. You haven't.
And
did you like The Hobbit?
Yeah, I like those movies. Now, the Hobbit. I don't think The Hobbit was the best one. You know, I like the Lord of the Rings probably more.
Yeah. I never understood how they turned The Hobbit into 3 movies. Did you ever read the books?
Yeah, I had to read the book in school.
Yeah, the Hobbit book is
it's one book.
Like 250 pages.
Yeah.
It's dense, hard to read because Tolkien is, Tolkien writes it in the 40s, I think it is, something like that.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to read. Yeah. And I don't know how they made it into 3 movies.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy them. I enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
It's a little unfair.
You know, funny because it would have even been hard to make it in one movie.
You think?
It could have been 2. Yeah, because the thing is that's the hard part with movies. You know, when they try to adopt books.
Yeah.
Is, you know, like when you act out a scene, sometimes it's longer than what you would read it. You know, so, but you're right. But then there's also the point where they might stretch it out because it's going to make more money.
Well, let's think about this real quick because The Hobbit, I think all 3 movies come in about 9 hours together. Yeah. All 3 of them, maybe 8.5. The first season of Game of Thrones follows the first book of Game of Thrones.
Right.
And the first book of Game of Thrones is actually the shortest one, I think. I think that one is 675 pages.
Lord have mercy.
And the season is 8 episodes. So that's 8 hours for a 675-page book. They took a 300-page book of The Hobbit and broke that bitch into 3 movies, 3 3-hour movies. That's kind of crazy. Each book of Game of Thrones gets longer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think the 4th book is the longest. That one I think is, and they essentially throw out the 4th book.
Are they going to make a movie? Did I hear
Game
that?
of Thrones?
Yeah.
No.
It's done. I thought he still makes the books.
Well, we've been waiting 15 years for the last book.
That thing's probably going to be like 10,000 pages.
It's never. Shit ain't never. Not only are we waiting for that book, that's not supposed to be the last book in the series. There's 2 more books left, supposedly. Winds of Winter, and I think it's Hope of Spring, something like that, is the last. Supposed to be the last book. It's not coming. Don't worry. It's never going to happen. It's going to be the most disappointing thing I've ever followed in my life. The Witcher is good though, and there's a song that gets sung in The Witcher that this beat maker turns into a hip hop song, and it's fucking fire. Anyway, going international during the pandemic. What does this mean? Oh, to shoot new projects. I tell you, money makes the world go round.
Yep.
People will not stop shit for this. I get it to a certain extent. You got to make money to live.
Right.
Especially in this country, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to make money to live. So I understand the pressure of reopening the country.
Right.
But to a certain extent, what do you think about the sports thing? Should sports come back?
Yeah, I think you could do it. You just have to have the proper safety measures. No fans.
But okay, so let me ask you this. What is proper safety measures? Is proper safety measures a 0% chance that any of the athletes get infected?
Correct. So you would do testing before?
But you know that that's not what the people are discussing right now. It's not a 0% chance. Really, they're saying, listen, you might get sick, but we're going to, try to limit it as much as possible. So
right, because the thing is, I don't think there's anything, you can't really guarantee zero.
Correct.
But you can test everybody.
Yeah.
And then if they, anyone who is test positive, then you keep them out. And then, the team wouldn't be able to go anywhere, when they travel, like they all have to stay in the hotel. Mm-hmm. You have to do those precautions.
So let's talk about this human real quick, because this is my argument against it. I wrote human, and let's talk about this in a human way.
Okay.
Because I wrote a poem about this on the website that I lost and will be back up soon for my own idiocy. I wrote a poem about this. The poem I still have, though. And I talk about how, because people have likened this to prison, and some people have then said, oh, that's a terrible comparison because prison, blah, 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 blah. But they forget that it's a compare and contrast. Okay, We're not saying that it's like jail. We understand logically that it is not like jail. However, the thought of taking a bunch of people and saying you can't see your family for the next 4 months, you're going to live in Las Vegas only in this floor of the hotel, and from this hotel you go to the arena, from this arena you go to practice to the hotel.
Right.
Isn't that a little inhumane?
Yeah, to a degree, but then also, if you're making millions and millions of dollars, they're doing that anyway.
To a certain extent, but you're not. It's a little bit different when you're allowed leisure to see people.
Yeah,
that's the part. See, because that's the part that's like prison. Yeah, it's millions of dollars. You're right. You know what I mean? I'm not minimizing that.
And I think that's the thing, right? Yeah. Look, they're not coal miners.
Correct.
Right. So, that you're right, but they're still humans, right? So, is it?
Because this goes back to like the idea. Like, put it this way: if your argument is against what I just said, right? Is, well, they make millions of dollars. Then if I ever heard you say, well, money doesn't bring happiness,
right,
I would tell you to fuck off.
Yeah.
Right? Because then this argument, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because the argument money can't bring happiness is now invalid if you're saying, well, they make millions of dollars.
Well, no, because the thing is, because you're calculating, you're like, okay, I'm going to work 4 months to make all my money for the year. Well, so you're people do that,
Well, okay, but let's put it this way.
On cruise ships.
Put it this way.
Now, those people don't see their family for months.
Let's do quick math. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4. Quick math.
Okay.
4 months.
Yeah.
You're being asked to seclude yourself for 4 months.
Right.
That's 120 days.
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
That's how many say? I said 120 days.
Yeah.
So that's 2,880 hours.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you made $30 an hour and got paid for 2,880 hours, that would be $100-some thousand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't equal millions still.
No, but okay. Would you for $1 million? For $1 million, would you seclude yourself for 4 months? I mean, live the life of the athlete.
I just did.
So ready
for a lot less money in 3 months. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Won't catch me slipping if I'm actually thinking. You're acting different. Mad, spitting sounds of manic depressing. Going through